I've really found some things out about myself. Some of them were not great. That's the thing about introspection, man. Like you see, sometimes you see some things and you're like, damn, like I need to do better on this, and you need to give yourself grace at the same time. So yeah, that's really what it's been about the last few months. Um, where that allocation is going to go in the next few months, like I couldn't tell you honestly. Like I have a pretty okay routine right now that I'm happy to continue with, but definitely, like if I were to explore a relationship, it would be something that would be like very serious at this point. Like um, I am at that place now where like no one is being dated for fun. Like we're dating because there's like we can see that this might actually like be something like very serious. So yeah, I'm actually quite excited. I wouldn't say that I'm like, oh, let's go right now into a relationship, but like I feel like something is like, yeah, I feel like something is coming. I can feel in the air. I can feel it coming. So yeah, once that comes, it's gonna be fantastic. Yeah.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Exactly. Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, that's kind of where I'm
That's
at right
sweet.
now. Hmm.
That's sick, man. That's sick. I am also very happy and excited. I was actually very much looking forward to seeing kind of how a lot of things would change for you in this area of your life when you moved, because
Hmm.
you're obviously, you're an extroverted guy, and you have an insane number of, like, friends and social connections. You're close to your family and things like that. And it's like, I wondered what things would look like if you take the Abel out of that and see if you can take that out of the Abel. But, um, I guess you already had a little bit of a circle there in Montreal, and people are always coming to visit you too. So
Honestly, I had a similar thought when I first moved here. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a different man because a different city, different city, different man. But no, it's still me.
yeah,
It's still me. So like, yeah, I think I've definitely grown. But yeah, like I think a lot of those tendencies that kind of got me to where I was in Winnipeg, like they're still there for better or worse. And yeah, just I guess it's part of pruning and keeping what you want. So it's been it's definitely been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, more to come in this space.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's relationships
Hmm.
for you. Like
Hmm.
it's always ebb and flow. It's always changing, just like money. Your perspective on it's always going to change. So when we first started this, I mean, if you were to listen to our season 1 episodes, our intro is literally a podcast that explores the human condition. The number of times I've been asked what the hell the human condition is by, a couple people who listen, it's actually more than you'd think, really. And I, for some reason, I always have a different answer.
Right.
So I was going to ask you, if we continue to take the human condition into the future of this podcast, how do you define it?
Like that is the question, isn't it? For me, I think about it's like the theory of economics a little bit, which really centers around we have unlimited wants, but we have limited resources to fulfill them with. And so this idea that we actually just spoke about, like something like, how do you allocate your time and your energy and your resources to these various desires, I think is kind of quite central. But then also there's a whole point of you actually pick your desires, right? So I think for me, it's this mix between how do you live a life where you choose the right things to want, and then you're able to then deliver on those things, on those desires, right? So it's like, first of all, you pick what you want, and then you give yourself what you want. And I think once you add in, you know, once you add in things like fallacies and biases, once you add in things like societal pressures and the realities of, being limited based on where you live and where you're born and all those other things, then I think that kind of all pyramids up to being the human condition. So yeah, I think for me, it's this mix between desire, between choice, and the limitations of resources.